Hey team, just wanted to send a quick message because I know a lot of you are busy and probably can't read fully through an email or at least the emails that we're going to send out because it's a lot of information. Don't want to bog you down with too much, but really just wanted to first off say thank you. Thank you for the amazing job that you've been doing for the past couple of days, even the past couple of weeks. I know in my conversations with you over the past few days, especially in some of your halls when we've had coffee together or even virtually. I knew that it was going to be different, and you all have stepped up to the plate and have done an amazing job so far of getting everyone in, getting them in safely. We knew this was going to be an interesting feat for us, and you have stepped up to the plate. You have really knocked it out of the park. And so I just really wanted to send a quick gratitude first off. So there's a couple things with this message that I really wanted to get to you. But first, to say thank you because we could obviously not do this without you, with any of you. When we've been short on volunteers, you've stepped up, which has been really appreciated. When we needed something in another hall, in a lot, whatever the case may be, even after dark, I ran into some of you last night. I said, "Hey, I need some chairs moved," and you didn't blink an eye to do that. And so that really does show kind of the care and compassion that you have, not only for really making sure the students get what they need, but it also shows me that you really do um, are really in it for the long haul. And so I really appreciate that. So really wanted to kind of say thank you for that kind of first and foremost. Secondly, I know that some of you have already had your Spark experience today, at least some of it, and so really want to hear some feedback on how that went. But I know that the Spark committee came together today, actually, and talked about just a few little small tweaks that we're going to make in the schedule, just to kind of make it a little more engaging and a little more up to, I think, our standards of just an exciting environment to be around, an introduction to the university, and really some of those pieces. And so for the rest of the cohorts, if you've already moved in today, or if you moved in yesterday and your cohort was today, and you already did your 3 sessions and things, you know that at 10:30 there will be kind of the small group sessions led with the 2 virtual sessions with advising or academics and student success, as well as the career ops piece. And so that will happen still in your small group meetings again today, that you had today, the same locations and everything. I have all your index cards for the fear cards, so I'm going to go around in the morning and actually try to place them inside your rooms so that you don't have to worry about where are they. And so I'm going to do that in the morning around 7 a.m., 8 a.m. to kind of get that in there for you. The other piece is that, so for cohorts 2 and 3, if you moved in today or you're moving in tomorrow, there are some slight changes to your schedule and what you're going to see. And so after your small group meeting, whenever you have them in your various places, just know that everyone, all the groups are going to go to the PE complex. So we're having one large group meeting as opposed to 3 separate ones in the PE complex, the ballroom, and the rec center. And that decision was made today to kind of help students stay together, but then also that is a place where we can physically distance about 300 or so that we have in the small groups, and it'll look a little more engaging, right? It'll look a little um, different than the 75 or 90 people that we had in each session, and just kind of combining them all together. So again, if after your 9 o'clock meeting tomorrow for cohort 2, and then even on Thursday for cohort 3, after that 9 o'clock meeting, we're going to shift everything and everyone's going to go to the PE complex. We're going to physically distance in there, and we're going to have all 3 sessions in there along with lunch. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay. The other piece with that too is just a reminder that I know that this is something that we didn't necessarily make mandatory for students. But I really want to encourage you to not use the optional word. This is something that we're really encouraging a lot of our students to kind of go to, especially in their first year. There's a lot of good information and a lot of engagement that happens here. And so if you're walking over with your students, be excited about it. And I know it's tough, and I trust me, I know it's tough because we've been working day in and day out, hours upon hours, 16-hour days sometimes, really trying to get people in, trying to move people in, and now we're doing kind of the smart engagement things. But I promise you, your positive impact, what you're doing now, will matter. But what is needed is for you to really show that cheerfulness, to really show that you want them to be here, to really show that you want to be here, because these are your students, these are your individuals that are on your floor. And so encourage them to stay, keep them in the space, let them know that, this is an opportunity for them to do that. We've increased a lot of our engagement in the spaces, and so prizes, music, a lot of different things with CAB, Fire Pit. There's going to be a lot of different things happening, and we made that decision today because we saw as we were walking around the spaces that people look tired, and it's okay. But I think it's our responsibility as housing residents life, as well as the coaches, as well as you, to really let them know that this is worth it, and it is going to be worth it. But I can't do this without you. I can't sit in front of the room and really try to encourage individuals to do that. And trust me, if we go through this week and we make it through this week and we get them excited about it, it's going to have a lasting impression and impact for the weeks to come. You have to trust me on that. And so just keep that in mind as you're doing that. And so if people are asking you if it's mandatory, if it's optional or whatnot, just say, you know, be here in this space with us. Let's just you're going to get a lot of good information. And so stay here. You're being fed in here. You don't have to worry about other spaces or other things or doing other stuff because we have those built in, as far as free time for you to kind of do throughout the week as well. So I'd encourage you to do that. As well as they're doing cheers, as they're doing kind of the hype stuff, throwing out T-shirts, doing all that in the session. Feel free to participate, stand up, do those cheers. Not even feel free, like participate. Show these students, our first years, that returners can have fun too. We're not just your RA. We're not just here to kind of talk to you about the different resources and policies, but we're here to make sure you have a good time. So keep that in mind as well, and really try to get in there with them. Um, Again, this is a change that we made that we felt like it was a pretty powerful change that we can do, but we think it'll be worthwhile, and you'll start to see some of the differences there. But just also know that we're also still having move in. I know that Hopper, Langdale, like there's a lot of places that move in tomorrow that are going to need help, that are going to need situations, that are going to have different things happening. And so as we're navigating all this and what it looks like, just have grace with one another, show each other grace, understand that we're all part of a bigger picture, in housing residence life. We're all part of a bigger team. So just continue to be that support for one another, like I've seen over the past couple of days. Continue to be there. I really appreciate you all again for doing that. I am going to send out this link in an email. So, I mean, I probably shouldn't have said that because you have the link and you've already clicked on it. But I'm going to send it out along with the different changes that we have. Just pay attention, because of the rain and things that are happening. We're also moving the movie tonight, to the ballrooms in the Union. So that's going to be a change. And so if your students are looking for or trying to figure out where the movie is, it's in the ballroom, not in the PE complex, not on the front lawn. It is in the ballroom for tonight. But all that will be sent out with kind of the updated Spark the Spark After Dark flyers, and so that'll be there. But then I'm also going to send cohort 2 schedule and cohort 3 schedule, within that. So just pay attention to what those look like. And so within that as well, just really keep in mind that, what we're going to do is continue to send you updates as we have them. We get them. I mean, you're getting them as soon as we get them. And so this was a call that was made, and so we're making sure that you get that information in a timely manner so that you can make that decision accordingly. So just know that's happening. But also Friday, there is the convocation and academic meetings. I unfortunately don't know that login and don't have that information yet. But as soon as it is, I'll have our team send it out through the StarRes portal, so that every student gets it. They'll probably get it from the VSU student email address, and then you all can if you want to share with that. But again, I can't thank you all enough for doing what you're doing, for being the type of people that you are, for being those amazing individuals. So thank you very much for one, listening to this almost 10-minute video. So I apologize for that. Um, but those are the changes so far. But thank you all so much for everything that you're doing, and continue to do that. So that's me. Thanks.